And we're live.
We're back,
folks.
baby. We are back. Episode 5 of Love Caddies.
5 of Love Caddies. Follow us on Instagram at Brandon Obrera, at TEEJ Francis, at Love Caddies. Send all your questions, comments, concerns about love and dating, or anything that you need help with to at Love Caddies. Follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Love Caddies, and at YouTube, at YouTube. Follow YouTube.
Follow YouTube. Guys, we're just going to jump right into it today. We have a fan.
A fan?
I'm going to just debrief everybody. Guys, this is huge. Dude, people got to be more like this girl.
We have one fan.
We have one fan.
One.
And look,
Plus a lot more.
I'm not talking about, like, our friends who, like, support the pod. I mean, you guys know who you are. Every time you bring up the podcast to us, I mean, it means the world to us. We love you. But, you know, we also expect you to be on board with what we're doing. Yeah. This is a person who we don't know.
No. I don't even know her real name.
I don't even know her real name.
I know her as, I don't know if she wants me to say it.
Well, her name on Instagram is Bailey. That can be anybody.
So it's Bailey.
It just says Bailey.
Yeah.
I don't know how she found us. She comments
Probably
on
Instagram.
every single Instagram post that we post.
We also have other people. We're acting like this is the first time somebody we don't know is liking a photo. We have a lot of people that do, but this girl is
in particular,
persistent.
This girl, dude, very persistent. She comes at us with jokes on top of the jokes that we post within the pod clips, and she's just a delight. I reached out to her. I said, would you like to talk about love and dating advice on the pod? She said, absolutely.
She could be not of age. I don't know.
We don't know what we don't know anything about her.
Yeah.
This could be a man.
That'd be the first question we ask her when, we
and if she says no, we go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. She could be a man also. We don't know.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Actually, it's July, so it's fine.
I'd actually prefer if she was a man because you get nervous around women.
No, I don't.
We both do.
The fuck?
Together, we both get nervous around women.
No.
All right, well, don't embarrass me.
Don't embarrass me.
All right, guys, we're going to call her. Guys, this is
Bailey.
This is Bailey.
Wait. Record it. Screen record it.
Hello.
Hello?
Bailey.
Hi.
Bailey,
How are
hi.
ya?
How's it going?
I am pretty damn lovely today. How are both of you?
Good.
Oh, doing fantastic.
Thank you for joining the pod.
Well, thank you for having me. I felt like you guys needed a good comic relief because clearly you two just aren't doing it.
Well, first off, wait a minute.
Bailey.
Hold on. First off, your comments make us so happy. I'm like, I don't know who this person is, but I love that she comments on like everything.
Yeah, we always message each other. EarfySmurth going at it again.
Well, I do roll over in bed, and you guys are always the first thing on my feed for whatever reason. It's a good way to start the morning. I can't complain.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh.
All right, cool.
All right,
I can be nice too.
Oh, thanks, EarfySmurth. EarfySmurth, who are you? How do you know us?
Okay, well, my name is Bailey.
Hi, Bailey.
And I actually had you guys, I had Brandon pop up through Suggested. I had gone on a date a couple weeks ago with a guy who also does stand-up out in Los Angeles.
Oh.
His first name is Lee. I don't think he deserves more than that.
No, it's not
Yeah,
Lee.
but you guys popped up through Suggested, through following him after what was a first date and an only date, and I did stand up for quite a few years as well. So
you did?
It's cool. I did, yeah.
Out in L.A.?
Yes, out in LA. You think I'm just naturally this funny?
Wait, I actually do. Did you go to Fourth Wall?
No, I didn't. I grew up through Groundlings and stuff like that.
Oh, I did Groundlings.
And,
I did Groundlings. That's
really?
Funny. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe you guys know each other.
Small world.
Who were your teachers?
Chris Kattan.
I remember.
Was it a long
because
I had a
Guy first Stevenson, of all, yeah, no. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 27.
Okay, so you're a little bit older than me. I'm 23, but trauma is a hell of a thing, so I can't really even remember what I did last night.
Oh,
hell yeah.
I would have to pull out the old scrapbook to look at it.
Wait, Bailey, you quit stand up?
I took a break. I don't know, something about funneling all of your trauma into making people laugh really desensitizes you to your trauma, as it turns out.
Right. So now you just quit to go to therapy?
Yeah, no, I've been in therapy my whole life. I just treat my therapist like he's the audience. I haven't stopped doing
Oh,
stand-up.
hell yeah.
You probably
That's
got
an
that
open
guy.
mic?
Yeah, you probably got that guy in stitches.
Yeah, just give him $5. Be like, what do you think about this? Is this something?
Can I add this into a set somewhere? How
Yeah.
can I squeeze this in?
Yeah, you're like walking into therapy every week. You're like, hey, doc, knock, knock. He goes, Bailey, can we just talk about your father?
Yeah.
Come on.
Bailey, you have serious issues we need to discuss. And she goes, what else?
He did
What
get
else?
pretty mad at me last session. Actually, it was something along the lines of, how are you coping with this? And I'm like, well, I didn't drink, so I think I'm coping. And he's like, no, but like actually, I feel like you're not taking this seriously. And I'm like, that's not what you're here for. And he's like, look, we have to be honest with each other at some point, and maybe today's the day.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting paid to just listen to you. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you are. But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that what therapy is? They do get paid to just listen to you.
Maybe we could be your new therapist. You just pop on every week, tell us about your problems, and we'll give you advice.
sounds perfect. We'll rehash the past comments I've left. We'll try and work out the aggression in them.
I love that you see the video and you're like, first instinct is like, I'm going to comment on this one too.
Yeah.
And it's just like a funny joke on
Yeah.
top of like whatever we post. I think that's great.
Yeah.
No, I have to admit, I have sent a couple of my comments off to one of my friends who was with me. I think the first time you guys popped up on my suggested.
Oh,
I
you're
watched a
running
couple
the
of videos
comments through
first.
friends to be like, is this good?
Not all the time. I don't need the validation all the time.
Right.
It's more of like I've already commented. Check
Yeah.
out this sketch. What did you guys think
Your
of this
therapist
little
is
podcast
like, so
moment
what's
they had?"
going on? And you're like, well, Love Caddies dropped a new clip, so I've been debating about what to post.
You're like, is
Very
this
much
funny?
that.
Doc, is this funny?
Doc, what do you think about this? You go,
Please validate me.
Bailey,
My
you
dad
have
got around
for
to.
real
Can we-
issues.
can we-
It's funny. I talked to a girl recently.
Sick.
It was just like, very like, it was very like the beginning of anything of, like how you would start a conversation with somebody. And then she was like, well, because she saw that I'm a caddy. So she was like, oh, what's the dream? You want to be like a big time caddy? I was like, no, it's actually like a day job for, I do stand up comedy. It's like the dream. And she goes, oof. I dated a stand-up comedian once that did not end well, and I was like,
Never does.
and I was like, oh, what happened? No response. She just stopped.
oh man, you don't know who it was?
No.
Oh.
Could have been Lee.
It could have been Lee. I think this guy Lee's been everywhere.
Do you live in Los
God,
Angeles
yeah.
now, EarfySmurth?
I am. I'm currently in Los Angeles.
Okay. You want us to call you Bailey or EarfySmurth?
Whatever you guys like, honestly. My friend group kind of goes by EarfySmurth. They genuinely just call me it because once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name. Where'd you get it?
EarfySmurth. Well, I make art also. That's kind of been the whole backup job as a starving artist.
Ooh.
And lots of mixed media stuff. I work with crystals. Sorry to be one of those people, but
Hell
I do.
yeah.
And
I mean,
love
you're in
it.
LA. It's like
I
you're
coulda
obligated to
guessed
do that.
though, honestly.
Yeah.
When I saw your profile, I was like, this is a crystal girl for sure.
Oh, well, thanks for checking out my profile. I appreciate, that.
Well, we have to check.
I did check your Etsy thing, and you have nothing up there right now for sale. I was trying to buy
They're all
something.
crystals,
You know what's
man.
interesting? It's a much longer story, but I did lose access to my Etsy. It got hacked into, and I just got it back yesterday.
Lee.
Oh, well, congrats. That's great.
Yeah, maybe you should check it every day. Just keep up to date,
So what? Do you have a job out there in LA? You just doing?
No,
Nice.
not right now. I've gone through a couple jobs. I used to work over at Escape Hotel Hollywood. It's an escape room set in a 1920s hotel. Each room is like a different theme. Very cool. Loved that because I got to act all the time, and I just got to amuse people and got to collect numbers. It was a great job.
Nice.
But it was kind of a commute for where I was living, and then I took some time off, moved to Phoenix, Arizona to live near my brother who went to ASU. And that's around the time I stopped doing stand-up. There's not much of a stand-up scene in Phoenix, and the scene that does exist pays a lot of tribute to the fact that it's very Republican humor. And not to get too political on your podcast, I have basic respect. I'm not. So it didn't mesh well.
Right.
All
right.
We
Yeah.
are a political podcast. I appreciate you telling us that.
Yeah.
We're actually super right wing. We're QAnon podcast, to be honest with you.
Perfect. Well, in that case, no, I'm not vaccinated. And yes,
Hell
I love
yeah.
Fourth of July.
Hell yeah, EarfySmurth.
So wait, so you went on a date with this comedian? Like, okay, his name's Lee. Whatever.
Lee. Yeah.
It's not Lee
I'm just gonna
Syatt.
keep going with that.
Shout out Lee though, we love Lee. But wait, what happened with Lee? Like, was aside from him being a comedian, like, was he like a good date? Where'd he take you?
Well, I met him on Hinge. First of all, I feel like Hinge is the best dating app for LA.
Of course.
I'm a little more newly out of a complicated on and off again relationship.
Ooh, situationship?
No, actually, full on relationship. Just as much love as I have for that person, he is a grown ass man who can't get his life together right now. So I don't need to be a part of it while he
Good for
can't
you.
figure out what he wants.
Story of my
Good
life.
for you, EarfySmurth.
Yeah, I feel like I deserve a little bit more, and I thought, hey, maybe like a 5'6" Jewish comedian, that'll do it for me.
5'6".
5'6".
How tall are you, Bailey?
You're shooting for the stars.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going for like Jewish basketball
I didn't know
players.
you're trying to win the lottery.
Yeah.
The real irony there is that my ex was 6'5", so I thought 6'5" didn't work. Let's try 5'6".
Yeah.
Who was it? LeBron James?
Good call.
Nope, just a lawyer. Just a lawyer.
He needs
the
the
perfect human. Yeah, he needs to get his life together.
6'5" lawyer
Lawyer?
needs to get his life together.
Probably ripped.
Does he just lose every case?
No,
He
my
did the
God,
OJ
no,
case.
He was too good at his job. Honestly, it's just a thing of like, he moved out here and started his life and cut contact from his family and kind of just focused his whole life on law school, and I held his hand through all of law school, and it was, honor and a privilege to do it. No disrespect. Again, I'll keep saying that like every good person does about their ex.
You're just scared about defamation suits.
Very much that. Yeah, no, he's good at his job. Like I said, I don't have the money to shell out right now. Starving artist, former stand-up. I'm not racking in any money.
Right.
Yeah.
He just, he couldn't get it together. But Lee met him on Hinge.
And,
Great.
Okay, so then
Super
did you know going into it that he was a stand-up comedian, or because like in my experience, I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like when you're younger, like 23, 22, I lived out in LA for 3 years, like telling people that I was out there to do comedy, it was like a breath of fresh air to people. Like they're like, "Oh, you got it, kid. Like it's your time to shine. Go get them." Right? But then now, like I'm 27, and like you meet people and they're like, "Oh, you do comedy?" Like,
still?
are you still chasing your
still do
dream?
comedy?
And it's just like oh, it's about to. And you sound like a crazy guy on the street. Like it's about to take off, and they're like, it's not. Your friends are all married, having kids.
You're caddy.
Yeah, you're a golf caddy.
Yeah.
You carry somebody's golf clubs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's good money. And they're like, yeah, but you're still like a bitch.
Yeah, but for high schoolers,
Right.
not for real grown adult men.
So wait,
Good money.
did he tell you that right away, or did he tell you that on the date?
Or on the Hinge profile?
No, we knew
did
it. No, we knew it right away because, I think kind of the running bit between us was like, we're both stand-ups. We're not going to, like, I can't claim the title, but I'll still do it because it makes me look really cool at this age, at least, not when I'm 27.
Right.
But we'll, go back and forth over the fact that we'll never really be able to get a word in edgewise. It's not going to end well. And I told him at the end of the day, if it didn't work out, at least he'd make a really good bit. And yeah, right. And so
What'd you do for the date?
Like,
Yeah, that was a good one. That's our producer Patty. He'll throw in an audience clap every.
Well, we
once in a
also
while.
are performing in front of a live audience.
Yeah, we have
but,
the studio audience.
he did what every good, sweet 5'6" stand-up man did, and brought me to his parents' house. It was great.
Took you to
Where-
the amusement park.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait. He took you. He took you to your parents' house. Wait. On the first date.
His parents' house.
Were they
Yeah,
there?
Yeah.
Shut up, live audience.
yes.
They were
Wait a
there?
They were there.
Oh
No.
my God, Bailey.
Yeah, they were there, and thankfully it was a little later. It wasn't like it was like eight or 9ish. So I was like, oh, like, is there an easier way for me to like come in this house without sneaking in like I'm 16?
Oh, he did it
was
like that.
Oh, it was at night.
He wasn't like introducing you to his parents.
Oh no, he flat out said, if they're there, you can always just introduce yourself. You seem pretty charismatic and outgoing. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I want to meet your parents.
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah, you're like Lee. I just want to
Psycho.
sit on your face and leave.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That and leave, like very much that.
Leave.
Like Lee.
Leave.
Jeez, Louise.
Did you kiss him on the lips?
Yeah. So, normally a proper lady doesn't kiss and tell, but I'm not a proper lady. So we did have sex. It was not great. For me, I can tell he had a great time because it didn't last long. And I was very nice about it. And I was like, we can watch some TV. What do you like? He's like, well, I like D&D. And I'm like, okay, great.
Like
Let's
what?
watch.
What's D&D?
What do you want to? D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was like, you got any content D&D related, like account streaming services? Because I'm the plug. I have everything. And I was like, yeah, I think I got Dropout TV. It's a good streaming app, and it's got College Humor on it and stuff, good stuff. So pulled it up. We watched some D&D. He was like, can you spend the night? And I'm like,
with his parents?
Sure.
There? What a psycho.
In his childhood bedroom with all of his
Is it a race car?
track and field trophies.
Track and field. Oh, I can already picture this
guy's
guy.
a nerd.
He's got his batons. He's got his batons from like the what is it?
His 7th place medals.
Yeah.
He had participation trophies
Hell
up.
yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Shut up.
Come on.
Dude.
Yeah. I felt like I was the one participating and deserved a trophy for the sex
Yeah,
we
he
had,
gave it to you on the way out. I was like, thanks for doing this.
He's like, you can keep this.
Yeah.
This is my highest memory.
His mom gives you some cookies on the way out. She's like, enjoy your night.
Yeah.
No, she's a Jew. She'd give me some. I'm a Jew. I can say it. She'd give me some like challah or something.
That would have been
you know?
crazy. That would have been crazy if you just pulled out. She's a Jew, like totally out of pocket.
She's a Jew. I'm not a Jew, but I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna say this anyways. It's a political. You guys are QAnon. You'll get it, right?
Yeah, we're QAnon, and we're also half Jewish, both of us.
Really? Well,
No.
which half does it have to count?
No, we're not. Full Catholic.
So wait, so that happened. Obviously, in your head as you're leaving his house, you're like, I'm never doing this again, right? Or were you like,
You know what?
maybe one more? Are you like a second chance type of person or no?
I am a second chance type of person at this point. I think like freshly out of high school, I was like, hell no, taking names. I'm not doing any of this. But now I'm like, well, everyone has redeeming qualities because I know that I can be a little high maintenance. I think I have a lot to offer, but I can be a little high maintenance. So I was, more so leaning to that. By the time I had left in the morning, he was like, when do you want to hang out again? Like, let's see each other on Friday. This was like a Thursday morning. And I was like, oh, well, I have my friend's stand-up set. My friend Josh is planning on doing a set. And he was like, well, I can come. I can bring some of my friends too. And so in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I'm meeting your friends now. Okay.
You already met his parents. That's
come
who
on.
cares about that?
Yeah, that's nothing.
They met me, at least. I'm sure they could hear me. So,
Whoa.
oh, that reminds me. We did have to have sex on his. We had to have sex on his floor because his bed was creaky.
Creaky.
Shout
out to Lee, man. He sounds like a boss.
Lee just pulled out all the stuff.
I am blown away that he invited you to his house with his parents there for the first time you met.
And then you guys got to his bedroom and you're like, that's a nice bed. And he goes, yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah.
Get on the
Can't
floor.
use it. Get on the floor, even though that's why it's creaky, right? Wouldn't that make sense?
What should really impress you is the fact that I stayed.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, though,
maybe...
I feel like, I don't know. I kind of like the confidence in Lee. It's like, you know what I mean?
He just wants to prove to his parents that he's having sex.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take a girl anywhere near my house.
Dude, of course. That's psychotic.
No. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I appreciated it because I usually go older, and he's younger than me by a year. He's 22, so I was like, wow, this is.
Oh, he's cute.
This is
okay.
yeah, it was cute, right?
I'm still in 28-year-old brain where I'm like, dude, if I called my parents up and I was like, hey, I have a girl coming over, they're like, you don't even live here anymore. I'm like, I know, but I want to show off.
Yeah, put some blankets on the floor.
Yeah. Put the participation trophies out.
Put the participation trophies out. Put the blankets on the floor.
Mom, can you buy me condoms, please?
Can you bake her some cookies, Mom, please?
Dungeons and Dragons also needs to be on the floor.
Just like sex
exactly.
cookies.
Sex cookies. That's great.
So wait, you haven't seen him again?
Yeah, so I was driving home and called up my friend Ryan, who I had met from dating apps a little bit ago, and just kind of got the platonic energy from, and was like, I just got back from that date. I'm not dead. Don't worry. He didn't kill me. And he's like, okay, well, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. Here's all the things wrong. And he's like, I don't ever hear you tell me things that are right. How about you be an optimist? What are good things about this guy? And I'm like, okay, well, he's charismatic, and if he's inviting friends to stuff, he's got a good friend group. That's nice. He's got participation trophies, so at least he tries. That's always good.
Hell yeah.
And he's got a good relationship with his parents, and frankly, his house was huge. So old money, if he ever dies, that'd
he's one
be
of
good
those
for
kids.
me,
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
poor
yeah,
kids,
so-
us middle class kids, we would never bring a girl home. Rich kids,
No.
every rich kid I knew growing up, their parents were never home.
Yeah, because they live in separate wings of the house.
Yeah.
So you can just be like, we're going to the east wing.
Yeah.
We're 3 floors up. We'll take the elevator down to see
Right.
you once she's gone.
Yeah.
But thought about all the positive things, and just was like, okay, I'll see this guy again, and drove home and shot him off, I think, a message or two throughout the day. Not a lot, just like, hey, got home safe. I know you told me to let you know. He said, okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Perfect. I hope you had fun. And a couple hours later, I was like, yeah, it was a nice time. I was like, so that thing on Friday is at this time if you still want to go. I didn't hear from him until the next day at 6 p.m.
Ooh.
And it was like, hey, I've been super busy with my friends all day. So sorry. We drove to San Francisco, blah, blah, blah. I know you've got a karaoke night with your friend group. Can't wait to hear how it goes.
Karaoke.
And I was like, okay, cool.
Was it
I do
karaoke or stand-up?
twice. Nope, karaoke twice a week.
Oh.
I do it with my friends.
Really?
Twice a week. You're on like a nice little regiment there.
Yeah.
I've got to be to maintain a social life out here. Are you kidding me? Everything's so
Can you hit
scheduled
us
down
with
to
a
a
Can you
T.
hit us with the chorus real quick?
I can hit you with my fist for asking.
Impossible. You're in LA.
Bailey, one more thing before we say goodbye, because we gotta get going and talk about more stuff.
Absolutely.
But before we do, we want to thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
Do you have any advice
or questions?
Do you have any advice for like guys, trying to impress a girl on a first date? I mean, obviously you had a pretty unconventional first date. You still went along with it. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like, you're either going to get a girl that's like down to like do something like that, or somebody who's not. But like, you seem like to pretty much go with the flow, to kind of just see where it's going. But do you have any advice for like somebody who's like, nervous about taking a girl out on a first date? Like, what do you think?
I think, first of all, this is just assuming the date goes well. Consent is very important for even something like kissing her. You can still make it very romantic. I would definitely, be aware of your body language. Make a lot of eye contact. Girls like eye contact, and they like to know that you're interested in them because, a lot of girls are used to guys being very interested in them but wanting something from them. And if you just maintain interest in them because you like being there, it shows through eye contact and it shows through body language.
Oh, okay. So also like interest, like just like what, like asking questions and stuff, like keeping.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Asking questions about her, but not because you want to answer the question on the other side of it for yourself, but because you genuinely want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah, that's like just like being a good conversationalist, right?
Just keeping the conversation going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and I think that's the bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all we can expect from men at this point. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that's your best piece of advice? Just basically.
You can always ask if she likes to call people daddy too. That's helpful to know.
Oh,
interesting.
Oh, that's
all right.
huge.
I'll do that.
Wait, before you
nice
go.
to meet you.
Wait.
Do you call people daddy?
Before,
Do I?
Before wait. Before we go there, what is the? So obviously that would be, I don't know, the way you talk about this first date, you don't really hate it. You're kind of just like, that happened. Probably wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
But what is your best first date? Like, do you have like a best first date that you've gone on from like a hit?
Or worst?
Yeah. My best first date was actually with a guy I only dated for like 3 months going into the quarantine. He and I agreed to meet at kind of a public park, and we just hit it off really well. We were talking for hours. At a certain point, he's like, hey, you want to like hang out in my car? He had a Tesla, so he put on car karaoke and a fireplace because he wanted to flex like that, and I gave it to him. I let him do it.
Yep.
And we talked for a bunch more hours, and it was 2 a.m., and he was like, I'm not ready to go home. He's like, but I don't want you to feel pressured. How would you feel about coming back to my place and playing like some Injustice or Mortal Kombat? And I was like, that would be very cool. Let's do it. And we did until I think 6 or 7 a.m., and it wasn't even necessarily about what we were doing. It was just that the connection was there right away, and that isn't always the case with a first date, but it was the case with that one, and it's held a very special place in my heart since then.
Nice. 6 or 7 a.m. That's one you never forget.
Yeah, it was 12 hours. It was a 12-hour first date.
That's great.
Oh my God. Well, it sounds like it went well. And then what happened to that guy?
Yeah.
He got hit by a bus?
Got hit by a Tesla.
I'm just saying, don't date child actors. That's all I'll say.
Oh, it was Tim Dillon.
It was Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
And then he knocked up Brenda Song, and it was like, what am I going to do? You know?
You got to step away from
Sweet Life. He was on Sweet Life.
Yep.
All right. Well, Bailey, can't thank you enough for coming on. You are the best.
Wait, was he famous?
Cool. I don't want to give him that credit.
Okay.
I would say he's like a C-lister.
Would I know him?
Little
like,
vampire.
would you don't have to say who, but like if you're like, oh, he was in like Ned's Declassified. Like, oh, he was like Cookie.
I would love to go on a first date with Cookie. He was my crush growing up. But I will say that if he was one of my first crushes.
Interesting.
I know. I had a thing for nerdy guys back then. Things have changed. But I will say, if you wanna Google this guy, he voices Robin in the new Knights game.
Wow. All right.
Huh.
He's doing well enough to get a Tesla.
Yeah, that was mommy and daddy's money. I feel like it doesn't count.
Oh. You and the rich
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, you and the
rich
guys
are
with
mommy and
parents that
daddy.
really support them.
Look, when you grew up poor, you want to be able to have something to look forward to. Okay.
I feel ya. I feel ya. Listen, Bailey / EarfySmurth. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it for real. We appreciate the support.
Of course.
yeah.
I will continue leaving my comments and make your guys' morning as much as you guys make mine.
Yeah,
thanks,
we'll probably call you again at some point. So make sure you go on more crazy dates.
I will do that.
Everything's for
myself very
content
busy.
now. So
It always has
you're
been.
a part of it.
It always has been.
Cool. Thank
All
you,
right.
Bailey.
Thanks, Bailey. Have a good
Bye,
one.
guys.
Bye.
You too.
Okay.
That was a nice little good convo.
Yeah, Patty, how do you think
Interesting.
that was?
Interesting to just call somebody
That
we
was
don't
great.
know.
I'm excited for the fans to check it on the Patreon.
Patreon.com/
too.
Love Caddies.
Patreon.com/love.
Oh, we should just put. That's what we should do. If we can get,
Conversations?
conversations with
And then
fans.
start the podcast now and go.
Yeah.
We should.
We'll ask them what they think and write it below.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
cool.
First off, Bailey definitely has a type.
Nerds.
Yeah, I mean, she was like,
Yeah.
Cookie was definitely
Yeah.
my type growing up. I was like, I think she's.
and then
I
she
think
said
she's
she grew past it, and it's like, but then we played Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and then one guy was like, "You want to go play Mortal Kombat?" He goes, "I know this is too forward."
Yeah, she's into jocks now.
Dude.
I'm into jocks now.
I mean, yeah, and then like if I can only imagine if we were like, "You're still into nerds," and she would have been like, "No, he's a gamer.
No, he plays Madden.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
He's an esports.
I'm not trying to make fun of Bailey. Big fan of Bailey.
I love Bailey.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, dude, that's our first fan calling in.
It's not. Well, calling in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our first fan.
Yeah. Not our first fan, but calling in.
No, it's like our first like fan.
I
That's not
guess
our
person
friends.
that's tangible that continues to comment and stuff, sure.
I mean, what would you consider a fan? I'm considering fan
Followers
in
and
terms
shit.
of like considering fans in terms of like people like who don't know us personally,
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of people that I guess follow the Instagram that we don't know.
but who have called in.
Hey, remember when we went to Staten Island Park and interviewed that kid?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That was fun. I don't know what made me think
he
of
just
that.
went on a date with Bailey and
Yeah, in LA. He's a Dungeons and Dragons guy.
he was a track and field guy.
Yeah, could have been him.
Uh,
Yeah.
that was Lee.
But anyway, dude, what's up? How are you?
I'm good, dude. I'm
Yeah?
good. You know.
Yeah.
Just got back from Jacksonville.
Nice.
Shout out Comedy Zone. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dude, first weekend featuring.
2 high fives in the last minute.
Yeah, it was good. Felt nice to do 25-minute sets 5 times in a row.
5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Nice. They're good. Good shows.
Good show.
What'd you do in Jax?
I did nothing. I went to the
Yeah.
beach and I fell asleep.
You got
and
sunburnt?
Big time.
Yeah.
I
You
fell
get rid of your
asleep.
farmer's tan though?
It kind of went away,
Yeah.
but it's like there.
Dude, I love the golfer / caddy farmer's tan.
You do?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you when you won't love it.
When?
When you're on a boat with a bunch of hot girls in the middle of Ibiza.
Well, I don't do that. It's not like on my sketch.
Well, I did that last
Yeah.
year and I looked like an
yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I looked like good with like what I had, and then when I took off my shirt,
yeah. So.
yeah, that's the other thing. It's just like I don't know. I feel like I don't have the body for hot girls. You got to talk to me. You know?
Oh, of course. Why do you think I keep a sweatshirt on until July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I realized being on that boat. I'm like,
Well, we
talking-
talked about it last time. You don't have you have a bad body.
I have a bad body.
Yeah, and you
come to that
did a whole
conclusion.
podcast without a shirt on.
Yeah, I know I did.
Yeah.
I would have done it again today because I am sweating, but I was like, I can't.
so
can't
hot
make
here.
I can't make a habit of that.
No.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I don't go on. Although boats are like my favorite thing to. I want to get a boat. That's like the only thing I want.
You do
is a
talk about
boat.
boats, huh?
I love boats.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I saw? I saw 2 yachts. Went to Chelsea Piers and we saw 2 yachts. Did I tell you that?
Okay.
They were awesome, dude. I'm like autistic for boats. I think
The way
Yachts.
you just said that, I'm like, wait, you just saw them? You didn't get on it?
No, why would we get on? I asked to get on a boat. So there was 2 yachts. One was called one was called 6 Cents with a pool on the back. I'll show you a photo. And then one was called oh my god, fucking this guy. One was called 6 Cents with a pool on the back. It was owned by the guy who owns Carnival Cruises.
Oh, Mickey Harrison.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
He's the owner of the Miami Heat.
Yeah. Well, he has a yacht with a pool on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
That's fucking sick.
I mean, he has a Carnival cruise line.
And then we also saw this other look at this. So this is the boat that we saw.
That's the boat Patty just pulled up on fucking.
Yeah,
Good
6
Morning.
Cents. Yeah.
Oh, it's just. Oh, okay. You can look. You can just
You guys
look
have a
up
producer.
6 Cents.
Yeah, you can look up any boat and any yacht and type it in, and then it tells you who owns it.
Really? So this is Mickey Harrison.
Yeah, but look how close we got. That's his yacht. Imagine that thing.
That is
Imagine
crazy.
that thing in
That
like
is
the
crazy.
Indian Ocean.
I mean, if the Titanic could just see today, what?
And then I
boats
took
are
that
doing-
photo just to show how close we got.
Wait, can we show this to the camera?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just post it. We'll post a clip of that. That's fucking. You are hilarious.
Yeah. I wanted to show how close we got. It was pretty cool.
The way you're talking right now, it doesn't sound like a real. You sound like a child.
I like boats. I like boats. and then so then there was this other yacht, this one right here. I didn't get a good photo of it. But it was called Vanish. And Vanish is owned by like some finance guy, I think.
Yeah. Look up Vanish.
It's way bigger. It's way bigger. But I got a bad photo of it. Dude, it was so cool. It had a helicopter. Look at the helicopter.
Yeah.
And the crew was outside.
Owner Larry Van
Tool.
Toil.
Yeah. And we walked by it, and I asked to get on. And they barely spoke English, and they were like,
well, I mean, did you read that last name, Van Toil?
Yeah. Well, that doesn't.
Why don't we go on a cruise ship?
Why don't we buy a yacht?
At 500 patrons, we'll go on a cruise ship. How about
Yeah,
that? I can
okay.
get us a discount.
I would love to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise.
I can get us a discount for Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
My stepmom works for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a stepmom.
I get free cruises, technically.
I didn't know you had a stepmom.
Thank you.
We should go on a cruise.
Yeah, dude, I have a stepmom and a stepdad. I
knew you had a
I have
stepdad.
4 parents.
That's terrible.
We're a broken family.
Yeah, you all live together though, and you take a girl on your first date there. Hey mom, hey mom, hey dad, hey dad.
We're just gonna rent out Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas.
Yeah.
For my wedding.
But yeah, why do we start talking about boats?
Cause you were like, I saw a bunch of boats the other day.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
That is funny though that you have. I can just tell like the way you're talking about it that you really do have.
Because
Like,
boats are
asphyxiation with
fucking
boats.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I went home after that night and I just Googled yacht tours. And I just watched a lot of yacht tours.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever watch the show Below Deck?
No, but that's what I was told by the person I was with to go watch that.
You would love that show. That's like your Bachelor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like mindless, like reality TV, right?
Yeah, you just put it on in the
I
background.
watched a bunch of highlights of it, but it's just like the drama and stuff. I'm like, just show me the boat. I don't care about who's fucking who.
Yeah, but like people are like they're talking about who's fucking who, but they're like, look at that sternum.
Yeah, who's fucking who in the pool
Yeah.
on the boat?
Who's in the hull
That's
right
pretty
now?
cool,
Who's
right?
in the hull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also have pretty small boats on that. They're pretty small yachts. It's kind of bullshit yachts where it's like if I'm gonna buy a yacht, I'm not gonna go fucking half-ass.
Dude, they have full crews on these
I know,
these yachts.
but they're also like this. I want, you know,
Yo, you're like a big billionaire. You're like a billionaire boy.
I'm a billionaire boy. I want a yacht.
Billionaire boy. You're a Billy boy.
But yeah, dude, yachts are fucking cool. And yeah, I think we should go on one.
That's if you ever made it, and you got.
If I ever made it where I could buy a yacht,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
Really?
first thing I'm buying.
Uh-huh.
I want to buy a boat, just a boat.
What about you? Hate planes, so you wouldn't do private jet.
No, I don't hate planes. No, I'm not a huge fan about how much we're flying in Europe.
Yeah,
It's a lot of time in the air.
it's a lot of time in the
And
air.
you know what? To prime myself for Europe and all the flights we're taking, you know what I watched?
What?
The MH370 doc.
You watch? Is that the Malaysian airline?
Yeah. I watched that.
Those documentaries are so dumb to me because the whole idea is it's like, yeah, we don't know what happened, and in the end,
Yeah,
we
but
still don't know what
they
happened.
give you theories, and then you have to decide in your own head what you think happened.
I think they went down into the ocean, and they're with the people who imploded on the going to see the Titanic.
Yeah, well, that's why you didn't make the doc, because that's horrible theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I am. Yeah, I'm not. I would buy a private jet, but yacht first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Never been a boat guy.
you should be. It's weird. You're from Florida.
I know. A lot of my friends have boats. Grew up with. a
Look
lot
at
of,
that, dude.
Yeah,
It's asking 112 million euros.
that's like.
Well, let's convert it because it might be cheaper in U.S.
That's true.
It's like $5.
If it's significantly cheaper, maybe we
You
should
should
buy it.
it. Yeah, with 5,000 patrons, we'll buy it.
1.9.
Oh, a dollar.
Oh, 1.9 US dollars. Nice.
Oh, it's actually more.
Fuck.
Oh,
All right, so we shouldn't buy it.
well,
Oh, it's €1 is 1.9, 1.09. Wow. So that's gonna fuck me up even more when we're in
Yeah.
Europe.
oh, that's right. The dollar's worth more than the euro now.
No. Yes, it is.
That's big.
No, I think that's bad.
No,
I don't
Good.
know. Okay.
we don't know.
Yeah. Fuck.
We got to convert money pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get some money.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Oh, you go to the bank. You just order it.
You go to the bank and you'll I'll take $4
Yeah.
5 Greece dollars.
Are you gonna try and go on any dates in Europe?
No,
Really?
no. Why would I go on dates? I'm there for 12 days.
So?
Why would I do that?
Why not?
Because I don't care.
Go on like
Let's
a quick
give a
date.
hypothetical. Say you have a nice night out,
Yeah.
a lady, and you go out. And then she's like, "Let's have breakfast the next morning."
Right.
With just you and I, and then you go back to your friends.
Yeah, dating doesn't have to be like
I
sexual.
guess.
I mean, you could go. Literally, Bailey just said could go play.
I want a
Dungeons
pen
and
pal.
Dragons.
I want a pen pal.
Pen pal.
You ever do pen pals back in high school?
Yeah.
You do really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a. I mean, I went on a cruise ship, and like those are my pen pals. I still talk to my cruise buddies.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That is so you.
Yeah.
To talk to people that you haven't seen in 17 years and will never see again.
No, I still keep in touch. Shout out Jamie.
Yeah, but you probably won't see him again.
I saw him last year. He came to my show in Edinburgh.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He literally came to Edinburgh to see me.
Really?
Yeah, he's the man.
That is pretty.
He's come to Budapest to see me. We've been to London together. He's a great guy. I even went to stayed at their house a year after the cruise, years ago.
Look at this yacht.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that awesome?
yeah.
It's crazy how much money people have, dude. Like even caddying, I was thinking about like people that belong to a country club spend so much money to belong there, and then they pay more than the average like public course anyway. Wow, that's cool. A pool in the front of the boat with the helipad there.
Dude,
Fuck, dude.
it's just insane.
Wait, so how's caddying been going?
It's been going good. This is funny. Okay, so guys, TJ he quit the job a while back, like a year ago. And
We ended good.
well, we thought it ended on good terms, but now, TJ's been looking for more work. He's been in and out of jobs, just got out of his solar job. Now he's back to caddying, but at a different course, and he wants to come back to the course that we work at.
It's so much more money there.
Yeah, and my boss, our old boss, he refuses to hire TJ because he has it in his head that TJ wronged him.
No, let me explain for John if you're listening.
And we know that you are, John.
Yeah. John, listen. You asked me. No, I agreed to do ops when I was living in New Jersey.
Ops is outside operations. It's
Do-op,
working
do-op.
around. It's working
Yeah.
around the course.
Do up. Yeah, I agreed to it when I was living there. When I moved to Manhattan, I talked to you, John, specifically. I'm talking to you. And I was like, hey, man, I'm moving to Manhattan. I can't really do ops anymore. It's too difficult on me. I'm still willing to caddy, and I would love to. And he basically was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he just never booked me for anything again. That's what I don't get. Because honestly, if he was like, dude, you're really fucking me, I'd be like, okay, I'll just swear it. I'll just eat it for the rest of the year. I'll just do it, even though it's going to really fucking suck. But, meaning ops.
Right.
But he made it seem like, yeah, dude, that's fine. I understand you're moving to Manhattan. It's not a big deal. And I was like, yeah, if you ever need me, like, to do ops, like, last minute or something, hit me up, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
And that's how I thought we left.
Well, he has it in his head that you stabbed his dog. And,
I know.
Literally ran away.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's
People are crazy though, the way they
It's not like
come up with stories in their heads.
it's not like listen, we had too many guys there last year anyway.
Yeah.
And we were doing it, and I was like, hey, man, like, what do you want me to do?
Well, it's funny. So the other day I brought it up to him. I go, we're hit like, we're getting a little closer,
Yeah.
The bantering.
You gotta get me back, by the way.
The bantering's good. And so the other day I bring it up to him. I go, hey, are we hiring? He goes, who are you trying to get hired? And I go, oh, TJ's trying to come back. And then he just goes, nope, no way. He goes, you already fucked me? No, right? So I was like, all right, like whatever. Then that's when I texted you. I was like, Johnny really fucking hates you.
That was a
Whatever.
long time.
That was a long time ago. So then recently we're hanging out again. We're buddy. He's talking about how like the new caddies that we have suck. They're just young kids. I mean, you
Yeah.
look at some of these kids and you're like, dude, they can't even carry a bag.
Yeah.
It's like straight out of like Caddyshack. Like you're just
Mhm.
watching kids like lug around bags bigger than their bodies.
Right.
And Johnny's, he's just talking about like, he's like, yeah, I just got another complaint, And I'm like, T just still caddying. He's out at some course. He's like, where's he been? Like, and I didn't know the name. And I was like, Bushwood.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, oh, he's still caddying, And he's like, no, I'm I stand with what I said before. He's not coming back. And I was like, Johnny, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, the kid's a good kid. He might have made a mistake, but he's a good guy. He wants to work. He's a good caddy. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, I'll make you a deal. He goes, I'll hire TJ if you play me in a 9-hole match. And if you beat me, I'll hire TJ again.
I'll never work there again.
And then he goes, he goes, but if you lose, you have to quit. And I was like,
so he's lying.
and I
Then. He
was
doesn't
like-
need people if he's gonna fire you.
I was like, well, Tej, sorry, buddy.
Bro, tell him I'm gonna call him.
But I'm a good friend.
Yeah, you are. Thank you. We should call him on the pod. Can I call him?
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. But
You would not.
I mean, you should do it.
He's golfing right now anyway. He's in.
I just don't get it. I almost want to just talk to him. Not even to. I almost want to call him. Not even to like try to get back. Just be like, hey man, what went on in your head?
Okay, here's what we'll do. One day.
Should I just show up?
One day when I'm like really like feeling it again.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'll just get in the mood. I'm like, come on, hire him.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I do. I go, come on. I
Yeah.
nudge him. One day when I'm in the mood again, I'm gonna FaceTime you,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna like put you on the desk and be like, hey, Johnny, look who it is.
At that point, I really don't care because like I'll burn the bridge. It's already burned.
burned.
So it's like I'll just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna take
if
the
he-
take
he's
the
either-
sword and chop off the rope.
he's either gonna hire me or not. So
Yeah.
it's like I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him, but because it's just
No,
like,
but I'll
see-
FaceTime you. I'll put you on the table, and I'll say, Johnny, look who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to get like an explanation because in my head he's lying, like not lying, but it went down so different.
Right.
It's like, dude, I just asked to not work ops.
Right.
I would have done caddy.
Right. Is what it
It's
is,
his
man.
decision, I guess, but it is like annoying because I do want a caddy there.
Hey, it is what it is.
Get me back, dude.
I'll tell you what I love.
What do you love?
Talking about this
What do
week.
you love this week?
I love fun facts about like things that you can't prove.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like talking about how like Van Gogh
Bit his own ear off.
he had his own ear off, shipped it off to his shipped it off to his girlfriend to like get her back.
Yeah.
Like, he was a psycho.
Smart. though.
Smart. I mean, I would do the same thing.
I've done it.
I mean, how do you bite your own ear off?
He cut it off.
Oh, he cut it off.
Yeah.
Ooh. But see, just like that, like you just said, like, oh, he cut it off. I'm like, how do you know?
It's
Maybe Van Gogh's a bad example because like
Yeah.
you can document back to Van Gogh. I'm talking about like you ever talk to somebody and they go, hey, Abraham Lincoln was gay. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you know that?
he sucked off dudes.
But how do you know that?
I don't know.
We just know he wore a goofy hat. How do you know?
Hide all the dicks up on.
How do you know he liked men?
Somebody? I don't know.
But I love that we go along with
What if
these
that's
facts.
why he was shot in the head?
Like if somebody tells you I love when people tell me fun facts. I'm like, oh, because
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go.
Oh,
tell
I
people.
believe it. I wrote down something the other day where I was like, "That's so me." What did I write down? I wrote, "This is the kind." Oh, I believe whatever is told. Oh, okay. So the plane documentary. I believe whatever. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes,
I believe whatever is presented to me. That's my position on stuff.
that's it. Yeah,
The plane documentary was 3 episodes, each one with a new theory, and it like kind of explains the theory of what could have possibly happened. And then at the end, they're like, "This is probably it." And every single time, I was like, "That was it.
that's it.
That's it."
That's what happened.
Yeah. And then the next one, they're like, "Yeah, the last one was basically total bullshit. You got to be an idiot to believe that one. Here's the new one." And you go, "Oh, yeah, I was an idiot. That's the new one."
That's the
and
new
then
one.
they do it again 3 times. And then at the end of the whole thing, they're like, "Yeah, all of them are pretty stupid, but also all pretty plausible. So I don't know." And we go, and then I go, "Well, now I don't know what.
Now it's all the
I'm
above."
back at the beginning.
Yeah.
I might as well never watched it because I'm exactly in the same place.
Yeah.
So whatever is told to me, dude, if you want me to vote for you, you just got to get me right before I vote.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if
Yeah.
you're a politician and I'm walking to the ballot and you come up and you're like, "Hey, I'm really for XYZ," I'll be like, "Oh, I'll vote for you."
You don't have to say XYZ. You just look at me and go, "Hey, I'm running." I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're running."
Yeah.
Oh, I got
What's
it.
your
Done.
name?
Done.
What's your name? Brandon Barrow. Oh, I'll write it in.
I'll write it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool. And then I go home and I'm like, Brandon's probably gonna win.
No, and then the way my life goes, I'll do that because I'm thinking I'm helping a guy, and then I'll leave the ballot box, and people are like, "You voted for that fucking guy?" And I'm like, "What happened to him?" And they're like, "He touches kids," and I'm like, "Perfect." I mean, geez.
Yeah, but he's a nice guy. He introduced himself.
I mean, he was standing right there.
Yeah.
He just said, "Vote for me." I said, "All right, I'll vote for you. I don't really care. I don't have a horse in the race."
Whoever wants to win the presidential election should just figure out cloning, and then go to every single ballot in the country.
Dude, if there's guys like us are the problem.
No, I'm not a problem. You're the problem.
This is why people like that get elected though, because like guys like us don't care. Like, yeah, whatever, send it in. You know?
Yeah, I just look at the other side.
Yeah,
I look at the smart guy next to me. I'm like, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I didn't even know he could talk.
All right, Patty's giving us the light, so we have to get out of here in a second. I want to circle back to Bailey's advice before we leave.
What was her advice? Oh, have an interesting conversation. That's like day one.
It's so
stuff,
so generic. Yeah. But she gave it her all.
It is funny though that all women are like, can you just like pretend to care about what
I'm saying? That's basically what she said.
Because I feel like a lot of dudes are like, oh, what do you do for work? And then you go, oh, I'm in finance.
I will say though, Bailey, I'm sorry, but she definitely needs her type to stick around because no one is gonna care about crystals. I mean, you have a certain kind of guy that's gonna give a shit about what you have to say about crystals.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you're probably pretty open to crystals.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, I hope that she doesn't veer off that path into like finance, bro.
Well, the lawyer probably was like, crystals, you can't even prove that in a court of law.
That was funny to me too. Yeah. That she was like, I dated a lawyer who was 6'5". He needed to get his shit together. I had to leave. I'm like, you have crystals.
Yeah. Well, he's not into enough board games, so like he kind of doesn't have his shit together.
Yeah, he didn't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I was out.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, it would be weird to be a Dungeons and I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Dungeons D&D guy and be like, oh, look at the fucking star. The dinosaur is eating the dungeon.
What?
I don't know what the fuck they talk about in Dungeons and Dragons. That's exactly what
they talk about. That's like the first episode.
and then the girl's like, oh yeah, it's like my crystals. And then he goes, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, crystals? I didn't know I was talking to a whore.
What a psychopath. Crystals? Look at this dungeon, though. And the fire-breathing dragon. That would be wild.
I thought she was going to take a whole different approach on like...
Has a girl ever told... Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's not important. I mean, I thought she was going to take a whole different approach the way she was talking about like keeping an interest or like showing interest. Like, I thought she was talking about like just being forward about like what you want.
Right.
Like if you want sex, like just say it. Like if you want...
That would be weird, though.
That would be crazy. If you were
hey, I want sex.
Yeah. And you just got to sit there like, huh.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too. Hey, after this episode of Dungeons and Dragons, do you want to sex?
That's a good story. To just get on the floor. And she goes, I was loud.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, shout out Bailey.
Shout out
great.
to Bailey.
What were you about to say though?
What's the weirdest thing a girl ever told you that she was like into or something and you were like, oh, okay.
Definitely.
It's nothing crazy, but it's probably like astrology. Where they like believe it like 100%.
Oh, I thought you.
And they're like, "What are you?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm a Leo." And you're like, and then they're like, "Well, we should end this date right now."
Right. No, the weirdest thing.
Why?
The weirdest one. The weirdest one was definitely just like a kink, like the puking on.
Oh yeah.
Puking during a blowjob.
Hey, Brendan, are you coming over? Yeah. Why? Well, can you pick up some milk on your way home?
You'll never forget that.
No, it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I hooked up with a girl once who.
I need I need a full stomach full of milk before I blow.
I hooked up with a girl. She was very beautiful, very cool girl. Shout out to her. She knows who she is. We're still friends. She likes her kink is drinking some milk and then gagging so hard during a blowjob that she will throw up, just vile.
Mm-hmm. Vile milk chunks.
All vile milk chunks.
Ew,
it's not chunky though. It's not chunky. It's just like spew.
Ah!
Yeah.
Gross.
And I let her do it because I don't kink shame.
Yeah, me neither, even though I just said gross. It's just a throw up, dude.
It's just, you know,
It's throw up.
it's milk.
Yeah, then drink it. Oh, babe, is that just milk? I'll drink it. Perfect. I'm very thirsty.
I just remember waking up the next day and she was like, you're gonna talk about this on stage, aren't you? And I was like, you mind? And she was like, all right,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That's a wild one.
that is a wild one.
Yeah. Do whatever you want to do, but
You ever had that happen?
throw up on no.
Nothing kinky?
I like throw up.
You have a mustache that says I'm kinky, but then I meet you and I'm like, he's not kinky.
No.
You're not kinky at all.
No.
What would be like if you could have like a kink? What would it be?
I don't know. There's nothing like crazy where you're like there's no like Reddit subreddits about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you said it, so it's something.
I mean, it's just like stupid stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this.
What?
I don't want to talk about this.
Come on!
You didn't say yours. You just said what another girl did.
Oh, finger up the ass. That's as kinky as I go.
For real?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Never done that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't ask for it. You just gotta happen. All right, now tell me.
I don't know. There's nothing. I'm not. That's not.
Patreon.com/.
Patreon.com. I'll release it.
You don't have a kink.
I don't want to talk about it.
You do.
I don't think so.
Okay, you don't have to say it now, but we're gonna get it out of you at some point.
Patreon.com.
Patreon at 200 patrons. TJ's gonna announce his kink,
Sure.
and you got to demonstrate.
Fine.
Is it crazy?
No.
What
There's
is it?
nothing. I don't even think there is anything.
You like to be like taped to a wall.
Yeah, taped to a wall with duct tape.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Can't. Patreon.com.
Super glue your eyes shut.
Super glue my eyes shut.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of milk.
And then like just get like a mallet to the nuts.
No, definitely not that.
You like a girl stomping on your balls?
Yeah, with high heels.
Ah, stilettos?
Yeah.
Ah.
Pop them shits.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/.
Patreon.com/love caddies for full video. I can't talk today. All right, folks. I'm a Catholic. I'm a Catholic.
I was just trying to get it out of you.
Yeah, I know. We've done these podcasts before where you like to turn everything very sexual, and I'm like, dude, that's
funny.
I'm still a Catholic boy.
Give me a break.
I'm joking, but I'm also like, dude, I don't know. There's something about that. I'm like, I don't want. My sister listens to this shit.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're not. Get me a job at Bayonne, and we're all good.
Now that they know you have a kink, you're not getting a job there.
I feel like they'd hire me right back.
They'd be like, oh yeah, you'd have to say your kink if you want your job.
Fine.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Brandon O'Barrera, TEEJ Francis, at Love Caddies, at Pat Samaha, at the Chicago Pro. Thank you for letting us use this space. Patreon.com. Follow us and subscribe to that for more exclusive content. We're going to release the episodes 1 week before on Patreon before they get on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe there. Also, if you do the higher tiers, we're going to start doing some more like Man on the Street. We're going to vlog when we go to Europe. We're going to do a bunch of stuff that we're going to release. We might go on a cruise, and maybe we'll fall in love with the redhead girl named Rose, and the ship sinks, and we die, and they make a movie out of it or something like that.
Oh, speaking of dating, one of my friends brought up there's a speed dating event coming up. Maybe we should go there and cover what's going on.
Yeah, just cover it.
Just cover.
That'd be really funny.
Talk to people like talk to people during
Patreon.com/backslash. Like, we got to get polos that say Love Caddies.
Yeah. Oh, I'd do that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice merch.
Yeah, and we got to have bibs.
Love Caddies on one side and then your name.
Yeah, we got to have bibs.
Oh, I like that.
Like
get that
like
for Europe.
caddy bibs.
Should get that for Europe.
Sure.
We got to make moves. Okay.
All right. Follow us on everything. Like this video, subscribe, blah, 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 blah.
Yep. All right, see it.
Bye.
We should make merch for Europe.
I mean, it's probably too late.